Hello Lakeville, I'm Joseph Palmersheim, Community Editor of the Lakeville Sun-Current, and here's what's happening in your community. Lakeville is the latest city in Dakota County to make an effort to support returning veterans once the accolades and homecoming ceremonies have given way to everyday life. The public is invited to a forum on the Beyond the Yellow Ribbon program at 6:30 p.m. Thursday in Lakeville City Hall. The city is working with the Minnesota National Guard to learn how to help reintegrate combat veterans into the community after returning from a deployment, and the public will be able to provide input on an action plan to establish the programs needed to help returning soldiers. Many cities in Dakota County have established Yellow Ribbon programs. Brian Anderson, an assistant to Lakeville City Administrator Steve Milkey, said Lakeville has been examining the program since late last year. Anderson said a high number of Guardsmen have Lakeville connections. The April 9th meeting is just a start of things to come, he said. Now, I'd like to share some of my thoughts on the Beyond the Yellow Ribbon program in my column for the week. For as long as there have been wars, there have been soldiers coming home to lives interrupted, faces changed, and children grown. Writing about an upcoming event for the Yellow Ribbon program, which seeks to help returning veterans and assist their families while deployed, I couldn't help but think that the troops returning from today's battlefields are the latest in a long line of those who have had to readjust to a life that changed in their absence. Ernest Hemingway knew this. The author, who had been wounded as an ambulance driver in World War I, wrote a story called Soldier's Home in 1925, nearly 7 years after the war to end all wars had ended. The story deals with a young man named Krebs and his readjustment upon returning home. It would seem natural that returning to civilian life would be a difficult adjustment after experiencing the intensity of a combat zone. Memories of war linger for years. This is nothing new. Oliver Wendell Holmes, the former Supreme Court Justice, found this to be the case years after his Civil War service with the Massachusetts militia.
We have shared the incommunicable experience of war. We have felt, we still feel, the passion of life to its top. In our youths, our hearts were touched with fire.
The men and women returning from today's battlefields have stories to tell. Their books are not yet written, their history not yet etched in stone. But unlike soldiers returning from previous wars, efforts are being made to make sure the soldiers can once again adjust to the civilian lives they left to defend. It is up to all of us to help with this readjustment process. We simply cannot afford to fail those who have given so much. Items on the agenda for tonight's Lakeville City Council meeting include an annual report from the Friends of the Lakeville Area Arts Center and the presentation of the International Association of Arson Investigators 2008 Fire Investigator of the Year Award. The Council will also vote on a resolution amending the 2009 budget.
Discover a career with endless opportunities. Become a top industry professional in only 12 months, preparing you for the top salons. Change your life. Students and educators committed to excellence in cosmetology arts. The Salon Professional Academy.
Your Weather Underground forecast for the day calls for sunny skies with highs around 40 degrees. For tonight, partly cloudy skies with lows around 25. Tomorrow's forecast calls for partly cloudy skies with highs around 45 degrees. For Sun Current and Sun newspapers, I'm Joseph Palmersheim. Thank you for watching.